OTAs are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
With a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey. 21G. Out.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
The Dolphins at 10-3 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets.
All right, come on.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Dolphins. John Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. To throw is Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall to about the 40-yard line. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Go to 50. Hey, you want 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They're right here.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Tua's going to change things up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll give to Hall. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go again with Hall.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throw caught by Achane. That one good for 26 and a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
88.
Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, New York.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He completes it to Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike Williams.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10.
21. Jets 10. Brings Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. And you used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, you block over here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, take 26.
Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Hassan Reddick has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That's into the hands of Chosen.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, 21 T8. Hey.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
At their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball again on second down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
First down, 2 yards.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson's got it, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hill going to go in motion right.
Watch it, Oscar. Solo left side. Let's go. Out.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down.
32-yard line.
And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jumbo!
Throwing is Rodgers.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a give to Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller from 19 yards away.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Jets 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
All right, let's go.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
Ready.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. Williams brings it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Hey, take 26. Zoom.
Here's Rodgers to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was...
Touchdown! Darren Waller with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Jets 24.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point doesn't look...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, 88, 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Jump out. 30. Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back north.
A handoff for Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Turn about 3, kick. Turn about 3, kick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turned down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turned down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
2 yards.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here's 1st down.
Inside. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Get 300. Get 300. Yeah, this.
Now it's Rodgers.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
This is caught by Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across.